Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Data Dispatch. I hope you guys are having a great day. Celebration of PLTR as they hit a new 52-week year-to-date high, sitting in the 20s right now with the big bullish news that they have secured the $178 million contract with the U.S. Army regarding the Titan project. We talked about this in yesterday's video as a likely case scenario, and this plays out to fruition in today's trading session. And in addition, you have the Fed that had that testimony to Congress basically saying that, hey, we are still anticipating rate cuts in 2024. What we had was the whole market reversed any type of pullback that we saw in Tuesday's trading session. We have a lot to talk about in today's video. We're going to get into details about the contract, of course, a big success for PLTR, and get into all the information you need to know. So if you are a new or returning viewer, hit that like button, subscribe for daily videos, and of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just collecting all the data and dispatching it to you. Pop it up on the screen here. One of the big things that we have before we talk about the price action, PLTR secures above the buy point after winning the actual project for Titan. If we talk about the actual amount of volume that we saw coming into Palantir today, hitting this intraday high of 26.75, now settling above that $25 resistance at 26.16. We see volume at 207 million, well over its 3-month average at about 70 million. And what you see here is just a breaking of resistance. It'll be interesting to see how PLTR trades tomorrow in this session, and if we see any type of cool off, or if we continue to see momentum and buying pressure up into the 30s. Either way is a possibility. However, if we toggle over here to the options trading activity, we see an immense amount of implied volatility in terms of options. Just at the $27 strike price, you have over 74,000 in terms of the call volume. Looking even at $30 at the $30 strike price, 23,800. Also, a lot of puts on the other side here, but the calls are greatly pacing the actual puts right now. Now, talking about PLTR, getting into the news, why we're seeing PLTR surging. Like I said, it is, of course, with the securing of this governmental contract, the $178 million. But with that, they have them soaring about 9.9% today, closing at 26.16. And from a technical view, it is really extended from this earlier entry point of 21.85. And with this momentum that we're seeing on why PLTR could be targeting the $30 range in the near future. And not just talking about here their commercial market, which if we talk about this right here, and the commercial revenue, we've seen these metrics before from the Q4 2023 highlights, up 70% year over year. PLTR is still gaining ground in terms of the actual governmental contracts. And it's great that they're still continuing to maintain and build upon their credibility within this sector. In addition, we also have PLTR has been a big emerger as a defensive powerhouse. And this is great. And why Palantir, talking about here, adding about $4 billion in terms of market capitalization based just on this news alone. However, what we talked about here is that this revenue that we're seeing here, this award is likely to actually be valued and be much more than just $178 million in revenue. The reason why is that if the first 10 Titan prototypes, and this is the actual program here, if it performs to speculations, the Army is likely to buy another 100 to 150 systems, enough to generate substantial additional revenue, even if the government is able to negotiate lower payments on future orders. So, like I said, this is a great catalyst, not for just PLTR, as in terms of the commercial segment, we know they are really diving deep into their AIP program, but a continuation on into their governmental involvement right here. And this deal really helps solidify them. Like I said, not just growing in this area, but I agree here with Yahoo Finance, becoming an emerging defense contractor, which will be really important for other different types of companies that will rely on PLTR for defense technologies. Now, if you don't know what Titan is, this is the next generation targeting system. And this is basically a tactical intelligence targeting axis node. This is a ground station system. So the fact that PLTR is utilizing AI to help deploy and deliver this Titan system is great, because this shows you that they are staying a #1 competitor on top of the AI industry. And if we continue on over here to quickly an overview, like I said, with the stocks right here, Powell sticks to the script on rate cuts, and we saw a reversal and a momentum that basically erased Tuesday's pullback in today's market, even with techs that are vaulting back up from a steep sell-off. Jerome Powell here saying the stance that interest rate cuts are still likely to happen this year. The big fear was if they were to say, hey, we're actually just going to hold them stable and not do anything for the rest of the year, when the market priced in about 6 to 7 different interest rate cuts. So great to see here. And on top of that, this really helped Palantir get the momentum and the pressure to get past a new 52-week year-to-date high. And if we talk about PLTR, one of the big bullish things that I have looked at personally is the earnings per share revisions. And this is continuing here to be at 16 in the bullish direction. This could likely continue to increase, especially with the new news that we do have. And with earnings about 2 months away, still a while away, it'll be interesting to see if Palantir, with these contracts that are being settled, a lot of people are likely going to be expecting them to beat earnings. And Seeking Alpha is a great website that I get all my data from, that I use a lot for my content creation. I am an affiliate with them. Check out the link down in the description. One thing that we do see, though, this is great here, coming here from Evan on Twitter, saying that Jim Cramer was actually asked about PLTR today, and he says, I think it goes higher. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For anybody there that believes in the inverse Cramer theory, should take a little bit of speculation to this, but great to see here that we have a lot of the media. We have Jim Cramer even that is backing and saying PLTR is likely to go higher. So on the short term here, we are seeing a large swing in what we originally saw a few videos ago. We talked about possibly some pullbacks a few videos ago. With the momentum that we're seeing, and especially with the national macroeconomic impact and the sway that we see, looking here at other stocks, NVIDIA could possibly hit $900 here in the near future. This AI boom is still continuing to soar. And just looking at the markets right here, we see all the indexes up about another 0.5% on the day. Like I said, erasing a lot of the pullbacks that we saw in Tuesday's trading session. So lots of important information to keep in mind. Remember, the Q4 2023 highlights here. One of the big things was that U.S. commercial revenue growth of 70% year over year. And also with that growth just in general, 32% year over year. And we're seeing them continuing to close many new additional deals, especially with the commercial customer count growing 55% year over year. So now you have Palantir that's not only getting involved with the commercial sector, that we're seeing them exploding on that times of things, but we're also seeing them continuing to build upon their governmental contracts. So success to PLTR. We'll be keeping you guys up to date. Peace out, take care, and I'll catch you guys later.